The iconic works by the Czech artist Alphonse Mucha have found great popularity during his lifetime and are still admired by many today. The works of Mucha, or as some people say Mucha, are typically classified as being part of the Art Nouveau style, referring to the art period between 1890 and 1914 when some artists were inspired by nature. This advertisement poster from 1898 for the publishing house Champenois is a good example of Mucha's Art Nouveau style, with its asymmetric elements, floral design, and the many curved lines and shapes inspired by plants. The result is an intriguing dynamic poster which was sure to get the attention from the people on the streets of Paris. But let's take one step back to understand how Mucha arrived at these iconic works. At age 27, he moved from Munich to Paris, and at that moment he was still creating quite unremarkable works like a portrait of these two saints for a Catholic church. In Paris, he studied more art and worked as an illustrator, and it took him 8 years to arrive at this work, called Gismonda. It would mark the beginning of his success. It is an advertisement for a show called Gismonda, a Greek melodrama, and it shows the world-famous French actress Sarah Bernhardt. With a tight deadline, he came up with a larger-than-life poster over 2 meters high, showing the actress as a Byzantine noblewoman in a floral outfit and a rat in her hair. He did not even have time to fill in all the white parts, but most importantly, he added behind her head a rainbow-shaped arch with Sarah Bernhardt's name, serving both as an advertising message and a kind of halo at the same time. Once the poster was shown on the streets of Paris on the 1st of January 1895, it caused an immediate sensation, and the future of Mucha was set. His posters turned the streets of Paris into open-air art exhibitions, showing his life-size posters filled with beautiful pastel colors. And it allowed the common people to suddenly enjoy art, a result that strongly resonated with Mucha, who believed that art should be available to everybody, not only the wealthier members of society. Chances are that you own a poster of one of Mucha's works, or that you have come across some of them in public buildings or in the house of a family or friend. I am curious to hear in the comments below which, if any, work you have recently seen and whether you have any favorite among his works. After his success with Gismonda, Mucha immediately got an offer from another publisher for a 6-year contract with a big salary, allowing him over the next years to produce his iconic works of women with flowing garments and long tendrils of hair. And he started to receive a large number of commissions for advertisement posters for all sorts of products. For example, here's an advertisement for travel by railroad to Monaco and Monte Carlo. And this colorful advertisement is for Job cigarette papers. And for Moet and Chandon, he produced this advertisement for one of their creamy champagnes. You can see how he used time and time again his powerful and mysterious Mucha woman at the center of his design. But not all his works were advertisements. He also started to create posters without any advertising text, like this zodiac calendar showing a woman's head surrounded by the 12 zodiac signs. In the years after his first success in 1895, he was incredibly productive, and among the works that are best remembered from him today are some of his series about the 4 seasons. Here you can see one of those series from 1897, showing from left to right spring, summer, fall, and winter. And the year before he had made another series, and this is how he represented summer that time. As these seasons became a success, he followed those series with new series on the arts, of which you can see 2 examples here. And this rose-themed lithograph is part of a series about flowers, and the lily is another part of that series. And in 1899 he produced these 4 works, forming a stunning series about the times of the day. It shows from left to right a woman in a natural environment during the morning, the middle of the day, the evening and the night. Again you can see the floral motifs coming back in combination with the ornamental frames around each woman. In the next years he made two other noteworthy series, including this one of the precious stones showing from left to right, rubies, amethyst, emerald and topaz, all in distinctive colors and adorned with flower matching patterns. And the last series of 4 that he made in 1902 is about the moon and the stars, showing on the left the morning star, followed by the moon, the pole star and the evening star. While each of these series probably deserves their own separate video, I would like to finish by briefly discussing some of the other things that Mucha did during his productive career. But before that, I would love to hear from you in the comments below which of these series is your favorite. Mucha did more than just creating these posters of intriguing women infused with floral patterns. He also did architecture, photography, sculptures, designed dresses and other ornamental objects during this time. However, in 1909 at age 49 he decided to chase another artistic dream, which was to become a history painter. He returned to his native country and settled in Prague to work for the next 18 years on a cycle of 20 paintings documenting the achievements of the Slavic people in history. As you can see, these works differ completely from his iconic posters made in Paris. The series consists of 20 enormous paintings, 10 showing the history of the Czech people, and another 10 showing the achievements of other Slavic people like the Russians, Poles and Serbs. These works can be admired today in the National Gallery of Prague. Finally, I started the video by stating that Mucha's work is part of the Art Nouveau style, to which it is classified by art historians. However, Mucha did not like this association. To his biographer, he said, "Art Nouveau? How can art be new?" He did not believe in a new contemporary style. He was striving for art that was constant and timeless. And a century after he created his iconic posters, his works are still very popular, such that his work is at times not even classified as Art Nouveau anymore, but simply as the Mucha style. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to thank all the people who suggested this topic to me here on YouTube or via my Instagram account. I love to hear your thoughts about Mucha and any other video subjects you would like to see sometime in the future. Please hit the like, subscribe and notification buttons below this video if you enjoyed it, as it helps the channel a ton. Thanks for watching.